Hello guys, this is Yash and you are watching Pro Tech Village English channel, and today in this video we are going to compare Apple's A13 Bionic chip with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor. And you know it very well, these two processors are the best two processors available in this market. So in this video we are going to compare these both and we'll find out which is a better one. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Starting with launch dates, Snapdragon 865 Plus has been launched on 8th of July 2020, while the Apple A13 Bionic was launched somewhere in September 19. So according to the launch date, Snapdragon 865 Plus is the latest one. Let's talk about the CPUs. Snapdragon 865 has a tri-cluster architecture. It follows a big little approach of 1 plus 3 plus 4 cores. The first core is a Cryo 585, which is based on ARM Cortex A77 CPU, and it is clocked at a massive 3.1 GHz. The next three cores are Cryo 585 Gold, which are based on A77 and being clocked at 2.4 GHz. And the last four cores are Cryo 585 Silver, which are based on A55 CPU and clocked at 1.8 GHz. On the other hand, Apple A13 has a dual cluster architecture. It follows a big little approach of 2 plus 4 cores. The first two cores are for performance tasks, and these cores are Lightning cores clocked at 2.65 GHz. And 4 cores are there for efficiency tasks, and these are the Thunder cores. And these cores are clocked at 1.8 GHz. If we look at the specifications only, Snapdragon 865 seems a clear winner because of its massive clock speed. But if we talk about the Apple's hardware utilization, Apple uses the hardware to the full potential, and it's hard to say which CPU is better at the moment, but still I would say Snapdragon 865 Plus this time has a slightly powerful CPU. Talking about the fabrication process, Snapdragon 865 has been fabricated on 7nm fabrication process, while the A13 has been fabricated on 7nm Plus process. The only difference between 7nm and 7nm Plus is the number of transistors. A13 has more number of transistors as compared to 865 Plus, and hence it delivers a better energy efficiency. So in terms of fabrication process, Apple A13 chip is a better one. Let's talk about the CPU architecture and cores. Snapdragon 865 Plus is a 64-bit octa-core one, means you get 8 cores for task distribution and multitasking, while the A13 is a 64-bit hexa-core processor, so you get 6 cores for task distribution and multitasking. If we talk about the GPU, Snapdragon 865 Plus is powered by Qualcomm Adreno 650 GPU, while the Apple A13 is powered by Apple's self-designed quad-core GPU. Now, the Adreno 650 is the same GPU we found in Snapdragon 865 also, but Qualcomm claims 10% better performance here by this GPU in 865 Plus. So in terms of GPU, I guess 865 Plus will beat A13 this time. Talking about the RAM support, Snapdragon 865 Plus supports both LPDDR5 and LPDDR4X RAM. LPDDR5 RAMs are clocked at 2750 MHz, while the LPDDR4X RAMs will be clocked at 2133 MHz, and you can get a max of 16 gigs of RAM in Snapdragon 865 Plus. On the other hand, there is no information available regarding the RAM support in Apple A13. On the storage side, Snapdragon 865 Plus supports eMMC 5.1, UFS 2.0, UFS 3.0 and also UFS 3.1 storage type, while the Apple's chip supports NVMe storage, which is even faster than UFS 3.0. Talking about the camera support, Snapdragon 865 Plus can have a dual camera setup of 25 plus 25 megapixel cameras and a single camera of 64 megapixel, and you get support of MFNR ZSL in both of the setups. And the maximum camera size can be up to 200 megapixels with 865 Plus. On A13, you can have a 12 plus 12 megapixel dual camera setup and a 12 megapixel single camera. So in terms of camera, Snapdragon 865 Plus is a better one. If we talk about video capture resolutions, with Snapdragon 865 Plus, you can record up to 8K videos. 4320 pixels 8K video at 30 fps, 2160 pixels 4K videos at 120 fps, 1080 pixels Full HD Plus videos at 60 FPS and 720 pixels HD videos at 480 FPS. While in A13, you can record max up to 4K HDR videos at 60 FPS. So in terms of video capture resolution, Snapdragon 865 is again a better one. In terms of display support, Snapdragon 865 Plus supports up to 4K displays, and if a 4K display is used, the refresh rate can be at 60 Hz. But if a Quad HD Plus display is used, the refresh rate can be as much as 144 Hz. Apple A13 supports a 4K HDR display, and there is no information about the supported refresh rate. So I would say in terms of display support, again Snapdragon 865 is a better one. Talking about the network modems, Snapdragon 865 Plus has the 5G capabilities while the Apple A13 doesn't have those. With 865 Plus, we get Snapdragon X55 5G modem, which gives a download speed of a whopping 7.5 gigs per second and upload speed of 3 gigs per second, which is huge. On the other hand, Apple A13 uses Intel's XMM7660 modem, which gives a download speed of 1.6 Gbps and upload speed of 225 Mbps. Now, let's talk about the benchmark scores. Starting with AnTuTu, Snapdragon 865 Plus got a massive 6,46,310 points, while the A13 got 5,16,681. So according to AnTuTu, Snapdragon 865 Plus is a better performer. And at the last, let's talk about the Geekbench score. Snapdragon 865 Plus gets 910 in single core, while Apple A13 gets 1326 in single core. In multi-core, 865 Plus gets 3229, while A13 gets 3382. So according to Geekbench, A13 is still a better processor. So guys, that was the comparison of Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor with the Apple's A13 Bionic chip. And this time I would say Apple A13 Bionic chip will be defeated by Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, because the CPU just got better on 865 Plus. It is having a massive clock speed of 3.1 GHz. No other processor is crossing 3 GHz mark, but the 865 Plus does. So the CPU is very powerful on 865 Plus. The GPU just got better. Although we are having the same GPU as we had in 865 processor, but it is got better by 10%. So the GPU performance is increased also. Fabrication process is still the same, the 7nm, so that needs to be improved in 875 processor, but in 865 Plus you get the 7nm fabrication process, but the LTE modem or the network modem is a better modem in 865 Plus also. So the winner of this battle of beast will be Snapdragon 865 Plus processor. These are my thoughts. What do you think? Just drop your comments in the comment section. If you like this video, just hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon also. I'll see you in some other video. Till then, bye bye.